Come back over here, my friends, and we are going to go up to that matchup I just talked about, Milwaukee at Philadelphia. The Bucks against the 76ers. Right now, you see it, 6:10 p.m. Central Standard Time is going to be the tip on that. Rotation number 549, 550. As far as the tickets and money go, obviously you are seeing that Milwaukee getting the points. They obviously, if you can't really tell that there, they obviously have Philadelphia as the favorite all the way down here, but the tickets and money are coming in on Milwaukee, so that would just be the dog spot. If you haven't ever looked at a board like this, I don't know. Who knows? I just like to get you some good advice. I have no idea. Maybe it's good advice. Maybe it's advice you don't already know. Maybe I'm just a dumbass. I have no idea. What I do know is that Milwaukee, 59% of bets, 71% of the tickets coming in on them getting the points. And the number has just been dropping down. Like I told you guys at the beginning, you can see there at open, it opened at opened at 2.5. There were some spots that I was seeing it opened at 4. Some books that had this open up at 4, and it dropped all the way down. So I mean, the 2.5 is a little less I'm worried about. If it opened up at a 4 across the market, I think that was just a couple of random books. I do lean towards Milwaukee in this spot. I'm probably going to stay away just because it feels like a little bit of a setup for them, especially with them being the dog, 59% of bets, 71% of money. But they do typically handle business against Philadelphia, so maybe that's something you can kind of look at there as well. That total opened up at 227, flying down to 232, 231 in some spots, finding a middle at South Point there, 231.5. I can't fucking tell you left, right, or center. I made a full disclaimer at the beginning of the show. I haven't bet that much NBA because it's so doggone finicky. With the way these two teams play, with how with what I can envision from more of a defensive style of a matchup, I'm going to say under. But then again, I think all this value has gone out of it. Obviously, a 4-point drop, you're going to say, well, yeah, no shit, dumbass. And the under is probably the right side there. But I don't know if all the value's out of it now, too. So I don't want to tell you to lock in. If I'm leaning anywhere there, I am leaning Milwaukee, but now it looks like you just saw the red come up there live on the screen. Hey, this is pretty damn dope, huh? It's pretty fucking cool. Red coming up live on the screen. So maybe you just sack up, you fade the public, and you lay the 1.5 with Philadelphia. But I'm not making a play as of yet, but I have flipped my position since this morning. My hard lean would be Philadelphia minus 1.5 in that game. No play on the total, but do lean on under as well. All right, next one up. Same tip-off. My boys will be having the Moneyline Dice will be giving out their pick on that, so don't worry. We'll get to that here very shortly. But obviously, Chicago opened up 3-point favorites on the road in Washington, up to 4 across the market. It looks like WinBet still has them at 3.5. 78% of money, or 78% of tickets, and 96% actual money wagered across the market at consensus coming in on Chicago. No surprise, especially after dropping that last one last night against the Knicks as 3.5-point favorites. I think they come out and I think they roll here. If they handle any team in the entire league, it is the Washington Wizards. I will tell you that for sure. But man, after getting burned, like why you got to go back? Why you got to put your hand on that stove? You know, you just got burned last night. What the fuck you got to do that for in the first place? And you know, I tried to get involved with this game. I wanted to bring a play for you guys. Total opened up at 226. You can see it dropped down to 231.5 or 223.5. I apologize. 226 down to 223.5. Holding firm at that 223.5, but the over is getting the action. 75% of tickets with 82% actual money wagered. So maybe, just maybe, I rip out the old sports book here, and maybe that's something could be a potential ad later on in the day. I like that so far out of anything that I have said. The under 223, it's down to 223 on FanDuel Sportsbook. All of the money, everything, the tickets, everything is coming in on that over, yet the number has continued to drop down all day long. Now, all morning long online. Whatever. Now, I'm telling you, full disclaimer, I already told you at the beginning of the show, NBA is finicky as all hell, so I don't know what to tell you sometimes. But what I will tell you is that I would take the under in that spot. Now, moving right along. Next one up on tap, we have the LA Lakers against the Dallas Mavericks. Now, my friends, you see the damn spread. It opened up at 11. It's up to 12, kind of honoring the 71% of tickets, 82% of money coming in on the Dallas Mavericks minus 12 right now. But you're insane if you're trying to find value in that matchup. You're just pissed off that the Lakers have been kicking your ass all year long and they can't cash a ticket and they ain't worth a damn. That's all it is. Don't fade them. Don't get in that spot, because watch this be the night that they win outright as 12-point dogs. Then again, watch Dallas cook them by 50. I'm not going to be the one to tell you what side is going to happen, and I'm not going to be the one to tell you where to get involved, because I think it's chicken shit, and I think we got the two best plays on the whole doggone daggone board. I mean, look at how everything's moving down there right below. Look at how everything's moving on these right here. I mean, I'm telling you, I think we got the two best plays on the board. So I think you avoid LA against Dallas at all damn costs. I would lean to the under, that 65-65 split on that you see. Pretty typical of being a public and sharps are in agreement. Let's hold hand and sing kumbaya. So next one up on tap, Detroit against Brooklyn, Pistons against the Nets. Very intriguing here. Actually, not really. I mean, looks like you're giving the Pistons across the market 14 points, 13.5 in some spots, open at 12.5. That line has moved up despite Detroit getting 80% of tickets and 62% of the handles. So what does that tell you? They're setting up the public left, right, and center. The average Joe is not going to go in and look at this type of stuff. I think Brooklyn rolls, but you know me having trouble laying 6-7 points of chalk. You want me to lay double digits? Get me the fuck out of here, Dr. Jones. I need something else. I'm done. No thanks. You see that line movement, 229.5 all the way up to 233.5, 234.5 in some spots. Looks like DraftKings. Speaking of DraftKings, seems like a little bit of a public play there, but who the hell am I? What the hell do I know? I guess I can read tickets and money right there, my friend. So maybe a little bit of a play on the under, but again, that just would be a fate of the public. So I'd say stay away. Again, the one I'm most certain, or not even certain, just most firm in so far is that Chicago-Washington under. Last one up on tap on the NBA slate. Ooh, we got green coming out of this matchup. Holy cannoli, my friends. Ooh, boy. Okay, you be the judge. You tell me. Now, it looks like, let's see, okay, yeah, so Utah against LA, the LA Clippers. Now, the line opened up as the Clippers as the 1-point favorite. See, I got to look at this because this thing's been moving left, right, and center. Now, I don't want to tell y'all something all completely backwards, and you say, oh, yeah, see this dumbass Colt, he up here telling me the wrong information. What the hell is going on here? So it's flipped back. Wowza Kapowza. All right, yeah, this line's drunk. Oh boy. Utah was the 1.5-point dog all morning. Now you can see it across your screen there. They have flipped back to the 1-point favorites. They were the 1-point favorite, then the 1-point dog. Now they're back to the 1-point favorite. You see that the Clippers opened up as a 1-point favorite in their spot. Line opened up at 216. It's up to 217.5 around the marketplace. I just don't think that's enough movement that you can confidently buy into that over. Obviously, the public is bought into the over. I think that's where we saw that little bit of movement. But if I'm going anywhere, my friends, I'm going to fade that monetary liability. I'm actually going to take the Clippers plus the 1 in this spot. Utah getting 50% of tickets and 93% of the handle, and I just see that as more monetary liability than some sharp somewhere making a severe play on a play at 9 p.m. Central when it's 10:30 Central right now. So, hey,